Hi YouTube, it's Molly again, and I think I'm going to start making Wednesday's video day because as odd as it is, apparently the spare 10 minutes I have between leaving work and starting my bowling league seems to be sitting in the parking lot, I can talk, before my bowling league is just when I actually find a spare minute of time. So sorry for the car videos, but I think this is where it's going to start happening. I'll take 10 minutes where I can find 10 minutes. So thank you for everybody's feedback. I appreciate knowing what people want to hear about 4.5 years out, because to me it just all seems boring. But I think part of getting myself back on track is going to be needing to find interest in all of these things that we've heard time and time again, because that's what it is. So I'm going to take notes, and I'm going to try to find time to do a video some other time on all of the other questions people asked me, but the one that seemed the most common, well, there's two. One, what was the cause of you getting off track? And that'll probably be like a 20-part series because there's just so many reasons. And the second being, what did you do to get yourself back on track? I want to answer the second one kind of sort of today. I wouldn't consider myself back on track. I will consider myself on the track to getting back on track. And not necessarily back on track in the same sense as before. I think part of being where I am is finding a new track, finding a better balance between the crazy, just tracking everything that went in my mouth and just micromanaging myself to being to the point of going insane and just eating absolutely any shit I wanted to. So I've gone from one extreme to the other, and I think this new getting back on track is not finding myself back to the almost excessive compulsiveness of tracking everything, as much as it is finding a much more sustainable, I wouldn't even say happy medium, because I know it needs to be much, much closer to the original and not to the brownies and cookies and chips oh my. But I think you can get the gist of what I'm saying. So what did I do to get there? To be honest, I've been telling myself I need to do that for a year. And that's part of what I talked about last time, that you can definitely see the obvious, I lost all of this weight, and then the steady, here's where shit hit the fan, and I don't know what's going on with my life, and everything's changing, and I can't find time for myself. Here I'm gaining all of the weight again. And then you can just see over the past year, it kind of bounces around. It's gone up and down, maybe 20 pounds, just consistently for a year. I lose 10, I gain 10, I lose 5, and that was me recognizing that I needed to do something, recognizing that I was gaining weight, and just half-assed attempts, which was okay. It all evens out to the point where over the past year I haven't gained as much as I gained in the year before that. I slowed down the weight gain considerably, but it still needs work to go to the weight loss part. So yes, I did say that I lost weight in the last month, but that's not something I haven't seen in the past year. It's just something that I've seen coupled with gaining it back and losing it again and gaining it back, and I still need to break myself out of that cycle and really consistently lose. So what did I do to kind of sort of get myself back on track? Has been multiple times, but I think I finally reached this point where I had gained enough weight to start noticing those things that you don't like as a fat person again. You notice people kind of looking away when you're on a bus because they don't want you to sit next to them. You notice that, your hip might hit the armrest and make it go down because you're a little too wide. you start noticing those little things about life that build up when you're bigger, because you just don't fit in society from a just size perspective. You don't fit in the seat. You don't fit in the seat, whatever it is. You don't fit in the weight limit to go skydiving. I started noticing those things again when I started getting close to 250 again. And until I started getting back up to that 250 zone, I think I was just too content in the, like, I'm smaller. Like, I'm between 190 and 220. I was like, sure, I gained 30 pounds. I'm still pretty happy. I'm still okay. I'm not in a medium anymore. I'm in a large. I can still do most things I want to do. There wasn't anything really immediately being like, this is detrimental to your life. I was just slightly bigger than I was at my lowest. And I think finally just hitting that point where I'm like, I don't feel comfortable climbing mountains anymore. I don't feel comfortable having more anxiety about, having to get on that bus and finding a place to sit and having the seatbelt fit and not having the person next to me look like they want to die because, God forbid, my extra wide arms might touch you and I'm not going to sit there like this the whole time. Enough of those things building up again get to you. And I think that's why I'm finally like, I need to do something. This is one of the many reasons I had weight loss surgery, besides the obvious health and this and that. But though having those things happen to me again, I think was finally what made me be like, what the frick are you doing? Like, you're screwing up so much. Like, you had this wonderful opportunity and you're throwing it away because you like having brownies way too many times out of the week. Stop that. So I've been slowly trying to ease myself back in. I've thought about doing the whole, like, do nothing but shakes and pre-op diet and just get all that shit out of your system. Honestly, I just don't want to do that to myself. I'm slowly trying to make better choices. I've been weaning out sugar slowly. I've been eating way too much sugar, way too many refined carbs. And I recognize that and I know that, and it seems like this attempt of weaning it out versus all of the other attempts I've made over the past year or so of just trying to be much more cold turkey about everything is working slightly more effective for me. So I think the question that people were asking the most was how'd you get yourself back on track? And there's not a straight answer. There's been so many attempts. So many reasons that made me make those attempts over the time, but I really think it's those when you start noticing those fat isms again, those I don't fit in the seat, I don't fit in the, that's just heartbreaking for somebody who's really happy with how far they'd come. So there's the answer to that question for now. I gotta go bowling. Not the most fitness-friendly sport, but it's something I do. So I will come back and answer all of the other questions when I can make some notes and write them down and hopefully not be awkwardly sitting in my car. But I'm having fun interacting with you guys again, and I appreciate all of your support. It means the world to me. Until next time, bye guys.